This is Dr. Lakeisha J. Cole, and I'm here tonight to talk about my experience leading up to my son's leaving. You've seen my video and you've heard some of the things that I've discussed about missing my children, but I wanted to do a video for myself and those who may have children in the home and you're in the process of getting them prepared to either graduate from high school and figure out what they're going to do, what their next steps are going to be. And I'm currently grateful I have a new job, and I am working with a new college, and I really like it. I like how it is structured, and I just have to learn the system and the processes like anybody else with a new job. But I'm very excited to be teaching again with undergraduate students, and this is an exciting time for me because it just seems like I just thought about it, when my children are leaving, I have a new job. Because the last time they were doing their, not boot camp, it's called basic training. When they left to do their basic training in 2022, that summer, it was July and August, they were both completing their processes, and I was starting a new job in a different state. And if you scroll back to my videos, you'll see from 2 years ago. I think they've been uploaded though for about a year or so. You'll see I was in a completely different environment. I had my apartment in West Virginia, and it was a great time. The weather was beautifully cold in the mountains with the snow, and of course, other than concerns for safe driving in the snow, with me traveling home and to Georgia, and it's just been a lot. But I'm grateful for how blessed I am, and I just really believe that more is to come for me. I've been feeling really good and really positive about some things that have been happening to me, and I will reveal them. I always, when it comes to my dreams coming true, I always like to keep that information private, and then when it happens, sometimes I still don't say anything. I just allow people to see it when it happens. But I know because of my channel, True Wellness Consulting and Dr. Lakeisha Cole, and all of the information that I have out there, just positively motivating and inspiring, and my books that I have written, and my website, thefaithoutcome.com, I believe that it is important for me to share some things. I'm currently in the process of completing my 13th book, and I'm excited about it. I love writing self-help motivational books, and it's just fun for me. It's relaxing for me. It's natural for me, and I really enjoy it. So I'm in the process of completing that book. My goal is to have it completed and released by maybe the first couple of weeks of December. But I want to complete it before the year is out and have it published, completely processed and ready to go. So, I'll see how that works out for me. And then again, like I said, there are some other things that I'm expecting, and I am on target for them. So I'm very excited. Um, But just to all of the parents out there and spouses, just everybody who's in a household who is working every day, you're working hard at what you do, you're doing your best to be a good family person. You're also trying to complete and finish your goals. I know because I've been there, and we always have goals. We still have things that we want to do. I definitely have things that I want to do when I complete my new book. And, as my children are going to be both confirmed to be overseas as of Thursday of this week, I'm just, really in a positive space. I feel really good and uplifted. I'm very proud of them as a mother. I'm very proud because to all the parents out there who have raised their children in house, you know how much of a job and how much really just goes into raising children. And I always wanted my children to be healthy and whole and just know that they're loved and to be responsible and to learn to just function in this world and be independent thinkers and to be leaders and be inspiring to other people and not just be floating in the world doing what everybody else is doing, and really to stand up and speak up for yourself and to use wisdom and always look to gain wisdom and follow wisdom. So I'm very proud of them because I believe that they've done that. There's still some things that, just as with any parent, you are learning to help your children through. They're learning to be responsible, they're growing, and it's important to realize that just as you had to have your process and you had to grow and you had to develop and you needed to learn some things, your children also need to learn some things. And you can teach them and they still have to learn on their own, but the best thing is to tell them, to communicate with them, to be honest with them, straightforward, and help them through, and then let them work their way through it for their journey. But don't hold back on being honest with your kids about things that they need to know that'll help them, and don't be ashamed to share the wisdom that you gained from your poor decision making and your mistakes and things that were harmful to you, or at least felt like they were harmful to you, and it was things that you learned and you just didn't want to do anymore. So I decided to take advantage of my time around my son. So I'm going back to my days when I was studying for my doctorate and master's degree and all them degrees. My babies were little, and I used to study in the midnight hour into the early morning because at that time I just felt it was best for me to be attentive to my husband, to be attentive as a mother. I knew that I wouldn't get that time back. I knew how important it was to just be available, for your relationship. And sometimes we get so busy doing things, and I don't know, but there are reasons that I chose to be this way. I just always felt, for me personally, that I never wanted to be too busy for my spouse or too busy for my children. And I didn't want to hand them over to other people to help out. And I knew just how important it was to find a way to manage my time and to prioritize what was important to me and then make my decision. So I definitely had a different journey and I did things a little bit differently, but that was something that really helped me. I made a decision for what I believed was important first. And for me, my children, my husband, my family structure in this home was extremely important to me. And then my education was very important to me. And those are things that I really focused my attention and my time on. I learned the most from because I really just, it was important to me. So I found a way, I always found a way to make it work. And it was definitely difficult and challenging at times, but I knew because it was so important to me, I just found a way to prioritize it in my life and I just did everything else around it. I said, okay, my relationship is here, my children are here, our family structure is here, and my education is important to me, it's here. So I'm just going to manage that, and then everything that I'm going to decide outside of that will take on a priority for what's important. And for many years, as I shared, I chose to either work part time or work full time when my husband had a different schedule and we were able to manage our household together as a team, as a family, focusing on our structure and well being as a family unit and our children first. And it just really, I believe in my heart, from what I have seen, I feel that it really worked for us in that sense. And I think I posted a Twitter tweet message that, I don't know, you have to go to it because I just been, doing a lot of things, and when I feel inspired or motivated or want to be encouraging, I just flow with my spirit. So there's no telling like what I put, but it's all heartfelt and I take it very seriously when I'm posting things. It's not just something I'm just saying. And I am really happy with where I am in the world, and I want to continue to be a voice of inspiration, to be one person who can help people of all ages, all races, all genders, just all people, because we experience some of the same things just at different times in our lives. And I know that each of us always has something to offer when it comes to words of wisdom. It just depends on the time in our lives that we can offer that. So I feel really good about being inspirational, and I want to continue to uplift people. It makes me feel good. It keeps me positive and feeling really good about my life and that of others, as far as being a positive mentor to anybody, anybody who's on my channel as a subscriber, and it feels really good. So I am going to end this message on a great note, and I want to continue to inspire you to be inspirable and motivational, and just to believe in your dreams, and don't let anyone, this is most important, do not allow anyone to tell you what is not possible for you. Somebody else's vision for you is not the vision that you have for yourself. Only you know what you can do. Only you know what's in your mind. You know what's in your thoughts about your dreams and your vision. And there is a specific plan and purpose for you that other people sharing their opinions just won't know about. And looking on from the outside, we just never know what people are going to be able to do, the wonderful things. So sometimes people mean well, but what they say is not always true about what you're going to do. So don't allow anyone else's voice that goes against what you believe to be possible for you, that you know and believe in your heart is in line with the plan and purpose for your life. Do not allow anyone to discourage you or tell you what you can't be or what's not going to happen for you, or oh, you're not going to be there, or maybe you won't be that. You may not see that, but it's there. And I can tell you, as somebody who speaks positive motivation, I have seen it look very dark. Okay, situations, circumstances, it doesn't look like it's going to come to pass. Things just, there's no way. You know, you look like, oh, okay, well, you'll make this much amount of money and that's it. But the plan for your life is so much more. If you have a vision for it, if you believe it, you keep believing. And you keep doing whatever it is that you do, what you're called to do, what you're ordained to do, what you're destined to do. You keep doing that and allow the plan and the purpose for your life to just continue to unfold, and you will surprise some people, because it's going to be great and it's going to be above and beyond what anyone ever could dream for you. So stay true to your dreams, stay hopeful, stay inspired, and don't get discouraged by what it looks like or feels like around you, because that's a part of it. When you're destined for greatness, sometimes it just doesn't look like things are working out for you. It just doesn't look like things are going to come together. Sometimes it won't make any sense at all. It will just not. But I'm a person who believes. I'm a person of faith. And I'm here to tell you that I always say, like, if it doesn't seem crazy or if it doesn't make sense to somebody else who is outside mentally, physically, and spiritually of what you're looking at for the plan and the purpose destined for your life, it's not going to make sense. It's going to seem crazy. You're going to sound crazy. You're going to look crazy. And the reason that I use that word is because that's the word that some people will try to make you believe when you're standing in faith. Because faith, it sounds crazy. Faith looks crazy. Faith seems like crazy to people. But it makes so much sense because it's making miracles. It's producing things that only favor could bring to your life. Only supernatural, abundant release of the impossible being made possible happens with faith. So just stay true to your dreams, stay inspired, and continue to listen to me at my channel and go to thefaithoutcome.com. And I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for my new subscribers, and share this message and any other with other people. Have a great night.